Prompt number 1 is, I feel understood and seen by my partner when.
There are sometimes like my truth doesn't have to be your truth, but you listen to my truth without trying to like make me see it your way. You just, okay, I hear you, I get what you mean. I may not fully understand, like I may not fully know the experience, but you don't try to make me wrong.
Prompt number 2 is, I feel misunderstood and unseen by my partner when. And the third prompt is, how can I share the first one with gratitude and the second one with non-accusatory compassion? Hey, welcome to this week's episode of the Interracial Couple Podcast.
Where it's not all black and white. My name is Sarah.
And I am Matthew. And today we are broadcasting from a new space.
We have a new studio office.
Yeah, which we're kind of excited about. The sound proofing hasn't quite been finished, so if you are listening to this, you might hear a slight different timbre. We're going to work on that. And if you're watching, you're going to see a nice, clean, beautiful background that we have recently painted. And we're going to be working from this little space here for the next little while. So we're kind of excited about it.
It was really exciting this weekend to make this place look nice and do my fast paint job.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job. So here we are.
Yeah, I painted most of it. Or half of it.
And,
very exciting.
Yeah, it's really nice. So here we are. And the last few days have been a little bit challenging. We live out in the country, and internet here is kind of like going back in time quite a bit. There's no real good internet options out here. We ran into some internet challenges this week, and then moving and painting the space and whatever else. And even this morning, I was just feeling like, there's just a lot going on. I could feel myself starting to get a little bit frustrated with things not moving smoothly, and just kind of wanted to just bring myself back to be like, you know what? That's okay. It's okay that even setting up this morning to record our podcast took way longer than it normally does. And just feeling like, you know what? That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a challenging few days. And I keep telling myself, we just got engaged.
We did, which is the really good thing.
A week ago. And I was like extremely happy, and a few days after the engagement, I'm like, wait, like, why am I feeling so down? It's almost kind of funny because I'm like, last Tuesday, I was really excited. And here we are, a couple of days later I can't do my work because I can't figure out the internet issues. And you had some internet because we tether from our phone, but I haven't had internet for almost a week. And so I've been so restless. I feel like there's all these things that I need to do for my business, for my work, but I can't really do. And we're in the middle of the pandemic. It's not like I can just be like, you know what, I'm going to go to a coffee shop and sit there. Like, that's not an option that I have. And so I've just been feeling that, a lot of pressure for what I should be doing, but I'm not doing, and I'm not in a position to do. And at the same time, blaming myself for not fixing the issue before it got to where like it is.
Yeah.
Without figuring out like internet issues in like rural Sonoma and what we should do.
And I think that's, I wanted to bring that up because those things come up, and sometimes I can feel like, oh, it shouldn't be that way. Or like you said, like, wait, like we just got engaged. Life is great. Why am I now feeling down? I just feel like it's a really good reminder to myself just to speak it out loud. Cool. You know what? That's just the way it's going to go. The pen isn't going to work right. And even when we started journaling today, right, we came down to the new office. We each brought our own pen, but your pen didn't work. So it's like, okay, now going back up to the house just to get a pen. It's like these little things. But that's just part of the way things flow in life at times. And I feel overwhelmed with a lot of things to do, and just feeling like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, and I'm going to get as much done as I can, and I can show up and have a blip in my attitude and have a little cranky moment, and then just get back up again and say, that's fine. I'm going to just keep going.
Yeah, it's so easy to make yourself feel wrong for feeling down. And especially for me, it's like I was feeling so happy a couple of days ago. And now it's like I'm stressed out again. And like I've been making this joke. It's like, oh, I just got engaged. I'm just supposed to be like in this happy mode. And I am. And also there's like overwhelmness that's going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to read the quote for this week?
So we are on week 6 of the Lover's Journal for anyone who is following along. If you are following along and are doing the Lover's Journal and you want to listen to any of the previous weeks to hear where you are, what we went through during the first 5 weeks, you can go back and check those. This week is week 6 of the Lover's Journal. And for those of you who are just joining us now on this journey, you certainly don't have to go back and get caught up. And you don't miss anything by jumping in or jumping out. Because these, the Lover's Journal prompts are these prompts that we both journal about, but it also really gives us grist for the mill, some fuel for the fire in our conversation. What are the things through our relationship? And because we are in a relationship, that means the state of our relationship impacts the rest of our lives. The rest of our lives impacts the state of our relationship. And bringing awareness to that and actually digging in on that is part of our process that we are sharing. And so by all means, we're just going to pick right up because there's going to be some really fun nuggets. And I'll just say, even before we do, this nugget that came through this prompt is something that is, I think, vital to bring up and discuss and go through what I wrote anyways.
Yeah.
Whether or not we were doing the Lover's Journal, this would be a conversation topic for a podcast that really focuses on relationship and how the relationship impacts our lives and how our lives impact our relationship. So just wanted to give that little bit of backstory there.
And do you feel that week 6 has been a build-up from the last 4 weeks? Like, I feel like the last 4 weeks have been like the positive outlook on a relationship. And today I feel like it's going deeper into like challenges.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because it's where we're at this week. It almost feels like, this is exactly what we should be doing. And I feel like there's that build up because in the first couple of weeks, it was like all like how we met. And I just feel like this is a little different. Week 6 is a little different.
It is.
It's more of the challenges.
Well, why don't you kick us off with the quote for the week?
So the quote for the week: love involves a peculiar, unfathomable combination of understanding and misunderstanding.
Understanding and misunderstanding. And that's really, I think, leads us into what the prompts were for this week. If you don't mind, I would like to share each of the prompts and then we can go into them. So
yeah, sure.
Prompt number 1 is, I feel understood and seen by my partner when. Prompt number 2 is, I feel misunderstood and unseen by my partner when. And the third prompt is, how can I share the first one with gratitude and the second one with non-accusatory compassion with you?
I am your partner.
For better or for worse.
So it's
till death do us part.